In this video, I am going to analyze one of Sweden Grandmaster's games happened in 1979 in the city Sundsvall. The sitting person on white side was Thorvald Goran, on the opposite side was Eriksson Bo. At the time the game happened, the FIDE rating of Thorvald Goran was 2286 and Eriksson Bo has 2110. This is world game, but still the game lines are exciting to watch in this era. Those who have not watched previous videos about this opening, watch them too. Okay, let us start the game. The opening start with e4, occupy the central space of the board. It has its unique merits apart from other openings. Knight f6, straight away looking to win this pawn. Of course, it is Alekhine's defense. e5 nail the knight instantly. Knight d5, avoid the risk from that pawn. d4 adding advanced additional support to this e5 pawn. Not only that, it relieves the task square bishop. d6 engaging the pawns. Bishop c4, threatening the knight. This is the entering point of Balogh Variation against Alekhine's defense. e6 defends it. Knight f3 is developing move and ready to castle on the king side. Now pawn transaction happens. With bishop e7, black activates the task square bishop. White castle on king side. b6. Why it is? To place the light square bishop into the b7 and control the white's diagonal. Queen e2 not only strengthen this diagonal, it relieves this rook to d1 and pin this knight, which is very basic plan that white had. Bishop b7, anyway to give additional support to this knight. Rook d1 to execute that plan. The knight is under pin. What sort of pin it is? Write down in the comments. Knight d7 is very logical reply from black to unpin the knight and give more protection to this queen. But the demerit of this move is it blocks the queen. He cannot move forward until the bishop moves. Bishop b3 looks passive move, but it is flawless move though. b5 offering free pawn. Instead of taking this pawn, Thorvald Goran played a4. b4 decline the pawn transaction. c4 attacking the d5 knight. Black can also take that pawn with n%. That two happen in the game. Goran takes it with the knight. Now the three pieces hitting this knight. Once the knight move away, d7 knight under relative pin. Of course, he captured it. His idea was to make isolated pawns. White retakes it. Now c5 release that queen. It can come to a5 and have a look towards this pawn. a5 pull back that idea. Bishop c6 is very logical. Why? When you play bishop b4, it is very hard to defend this knight. So that was mandatory. Goran played it straight away. Black wants to extend the bishops. White also waiting for that. Black castle on king side. Rook g4 control the file. Next white can play bishop h6, which can win the rook with clear exchange. In the game, Eriksson played king h8 to compensate the threat. Knight g5 come closer towards black's king. h6 tackle the knight. Knight e4 release this task square bishop to sacrifice himself for this pawn for position. Not only that, this knight can settle on d6 square. Rook g8 is black's reply. Now pause the video and find a brilliant move by white. Knight f6, marvelous move. Black accept the sacrifice. Now both players exchange the rooks. Now white regain the replacement and looking to capture this bishop. Bishop f8 avoid the danger. E cross f6. Queen g6 the pawn under pressure. Queen f3 defends the pawn. Rook e8. Bishop e3. Queen b1 check. Rook d1 blocks the check. Queen back to initial position. This time white gone for queen trade. g3 gives space to king. That's all about the knight d7 line. Let's see another game played by two players. Queen c8 unpin that knight. Bishop b5 check. c6 blocks the diagonal. Bishop d3. b5 occupying more space on the board. Queen e4. Knight d7 idea is to bring this knight to c5. Tackle the queen. Queen g4 sneaking this g7 pawn. Black castle on king side. It is a typical blunder. Pause the video here and find a great move which was played by Goran. Bishop h6 create a checkmate trade. E cross is not possible because it is under absolute pin. You all know the difference between absolute and relative pin. g6 avoids the mate, but white emerge with clear exchange. That's all about that game. Now coming to real game. After queen c8, bishop g5 played for exchange. Black wants the same and gone for exchange. Knight d7. That knight cannot move f6 square because the square watched by this pawn. Knight c3 inviting the knight trade. Black accept the invitation. The demerit of this move is cramped pawns, but Goran has other ideas. Knight f8, very strange move. In fact, knight g is very much on the card. Bishop b5 check. King e7 is surprising move by Eriksson. He would have played c6, but it can block this bishop. That's why he moved the king. Queen g4 is instant reply from Goran Rorval. h6 trace the queen. Queen b4 check. This time block it with the pawn. Queen f4 eyeing this pawn and make checkmate. f5 prevents it. White takes the n%. Black take. Did you get it? Queen d6 is a checkmate. So that's all about this game. I covered sidelines of this game too. Keep learning from these games. I'm picking Grandmaster games because there are a lot of depth in the moves. I analyze these games one by one. Subscribe the channel for more videos. Turn on notifications. Whenever I upload new video, you get notified. If you have any doubt and suggestion for making videos, write down in comment section.